Today we're cash stuffing $587 in weekly expenses, sinking funds, and then some savings. And I'm going to start doing saving challenges again. So welcome everyone back to Bare Budget. I am Kezia. I've also got some, I'm going to refresh my savings binder. So I did have a separate binder for savings challenges, but I'm not feeling that vibe anymore. So last night I made some new envelopes. We're going to refresh my savings binder, combine a couple of categories into one that I don't need all envelopes for everything for new. I also made some new dashboards for all of my binders that I'm going to bring this design soon to my Etsy. And I think I'm going to make it a listing for probably a custom listing where you can choose the title and subtitle. But I thought those turned out cute. That's matte. These are all matte vellum. I got a new laminator. I got a fancier laminator, and I wanted to try out. I don't make vellum. These are matte vellum envelopes. I don't make these very often because they're just labor intensive and they're very finicky. But I think they turned out okay. A couple of them have some air bubbles in them, but that's all right. I'm going to start with Matt's binder. Matt is my husband, and he's going to get 40 for spending. I'm referencing my sheet really quick. I think that's all I'm going to put in his binder because he still has $10 in here for me. And tools, I'm going to put some more in for me, more for spending and tools, but I'm going to put that in our buffer binder. So I'm going to go to my wallet really fast. I know I've got some leftover spending money, some personal money. I'm going to $30. We'll just set that aside. I've been saving leftover money in my wallet for putting it towards a writing chair, a comfy writing chair. Going out, we did go out to eat this past week. This I'm going to set to the side. I'm going to roll over to going out. I think I have a buffer envelope. I'm going to put it there. This is leftover. I need to get in a placeholder. This envelope is for extra money for Matt. If I'm around him and he needs some extra cash. So I'm going to put, that's $3. I'll set aside and do that later. Groceries is getting 140, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 4. Personal's getting 40. I think now it's like starting to be fall. Coffee's getting 6, and I'm just going to add onto this. I have $2 left over in coffee. I'm going to add a 5 and a 1. It's a really delicate 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that it's starting to be fall and the weather is just finally starting to cool off. It's been in the 90s for the past like 10 days. And today is the first day that it's all of a sudden 60s and 70s and it's raining. So it just feels really good. Going out in household, I'm going to put money in these categories, and Duke is also, but I'm going to put that in separate binders. So next, this is our buffer, which first of all, I want to refresh this with a new dashboard, and I'm just going to label this buffer. I guess I can keep this here for now, but I want to get fall dashboards to put behind this. I guess that's fine to keep for now, but it's just a little, I want to redo it. I'm going to take this off and put something else here. I just don't know what to put. But if you have an Etsy shop or like a website or something, a store where you have like binder cards, I make my own binder cards, but I'm looking for something different. I'm looking for fall and winter dashboards, like images, preferably double-sided. If you have any ideas, or you can refer me to anybody. And like something decorative here, a binder card like right here, or that will slide into these pockets. Just something different. I don't really get into quotes, but I don't, maybe something funny. I think I need some humor in my binders. So I'm just going to Matt spending. He's getting an extra 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, and 3. And I'm going to add this $3, I guess. It was $3, right? Yeah, and it was $2 left over for eating out. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56. Tools is getting a 10. So 20, 30, and 40. Kezia is getting a 10. This is just an extra amount. If he wants to buy me something, sometimes he surprises me. He likes getting me flowers, or like on holidays, he loves to get like Valentine's Day, he loves to get me those like plush bears or something. I have 2 of them. Eating out is getting that extra $2 that I had in my wallet. And actually, you know what? I think we're going to add, I'm going to fill this back up, 30. So 32. And when we don't go out to eat very often. When we do, it's usually between $30 and $40. It's not that much. And then that's all for this binder. Next, I'm going to our bills binder, which is also going to be needing to get refreshed. Gas, this is ended up being rollover, so I'm adding $50. I forgot that I pulled cash out for this. We've been going back and forth where I was pulling out cash for gas, and then I stopped doing that because we started using a gas card. But then I started doing it again, and I forgot it was here. So we now pay a gas bill twice a month, but I still have this. So we've kind of had to reset everything because we just got everything approved and everything is finalized. We got our truck refinanced through our credit union, but we also, I don't even know if I told you guys that we bought another truck. It's an older truck. It's a 92. It's basically the same truck that we have, only 20 years older. And it's Matt's truck. He's super excited to have it. He bought it off of a family friend for like way under its value. It does need a lot of work, but the only reason we were able to finally refinance our first truck was because we had just bought that second truck as collateral. So our payment for our first truck that we still have a loan on, that payment is being decreased like by $200 a month. And most importantly, our interest rate was reduced by like 15%. Huge, huge deal. So we had to upfront a bunch of money to like pay for switching the title into our name or into the bank's name and getting insurance on the truck. And it's been a whole mess, but we finally got everything done. And so now I'm just like, the budget's resetting because we had to upfront a bunch of money that I wasn't expecting. So gas has 260 now. I'm going to use this just as I was going to pull it to help pay for other things, but we just got paid this week. So I'm just resetting everything. There's enough in the bank already to take care of our bills. So this is just gas buffer. And I'm doing this because Matt is still commuting quite a long ways, and we're spending $4,500 a month just on gas. And until we figure out how to get, like, that's the next thing that we got to figure out how to decrease that expense. I think that's the only thing I'm doing in this binder. What that's probably going to look like is he's looking at different mechanic shops in the area that's closer to the house. So next I'm going to go to our vehicle and home binder. While I'm in the front, vehicle and home, refresh the dashboard. Maybe I'll hang on to that. And soon this will be replaced with 2026. I am currently working on designing a suite of 2026 items. Um, Dashboards, binder dashboards, A6 and A5 sizes, dashboards, bookmarks, like half dashboards, calendar cards that go in the front if you have binders with a little window in the front. I'm currently working on designing all of that, and I will sell that in my Etsy shop soon. My goal is for it to be the next thing that I work on and to get it done in the next week or two. So new vehicle. Because we got that new truck and got our other truck refinanced, this $1,000 we had to give as down payment. So that was in our savings account. That's no longer. This now needs to be erased, or it needs to be reset. And I'm just going to erase everything here. So one of our next goals is, since the other truck is now my vehicle, which is nice that I have a vehicle where I can do my errands whenever I need to, because I work from home. I don't normally leave the house. Like, I leave the house maybe once a week, but I can do, when I need to do errands, I have a vehicle to go whenever I want. So now we're wanting to, now that we got the truck refinanced, we'll be able to actually pay it off, like reasonably pay it off, or like I don't know if we'll pay it off, but at least down enough so that the loan is less than what we owe, whatever that's called. To trade it off for a car that I actually want. I don't like trucks. They're too big and they're too tall, and I'm short and I got short legs. So 50, 70, 90, 110. Each icon is 30. So I think I added, 20. Oh, this is a gross 20. So it should be 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, and 30. That should be an even amount. Hang on, I need to use a calculator. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 110, 20, 30. Maybe I did do it wrong, because 130 isn't divisible by 30. Whatever. It's about 4. I'm just going to fill in 4 circles. So this tracker will save a little over 2,100. So maybe if I can do this tracker twice, we want to get a good down payment between 4,000 to 5,000 for the new, whatever the new vehicle is going to be. Vehicle maintenance is getting 30. Next thing we have to fix on my truck now is probably the catalytic converter, which is really frustrating because when we first got the truck, like barely a year and a half ago, that was the first thing that we got replaced through the warranty that we had with the people that we bought it through. The catalytic converter is not that old, and now it's all of a sudden bad. 50, 70, 80, 85. And we even went as far as tracking down the place that, like, the auto shop that fixed it under the warranty. Vehicle registration is getting 12. And they're like, oh yeah, the part was under warranty, but it only lasted for a year. And we're over that year, so we're screwed. Like, oh gee. Like, they were always like 12. Each icon is 3, so 3, 6, 9, so 4. And so we were like, gee, thanks. Like, they were so secretive when they first did it. And they're like, why are you being so secretive? They wouldn't give us a lot of information. They wouldn't give us any like receipt or anything. It all went to the dealer that we got it from. We are glad to be out of that loan, that place that we got it and we had the loan through. 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28. This, and I'm going to have to do truck registration. I'm going to have to, the new truck that we just got, that registration I think is good till November, but that's one of the other things. I'm going to have to see how much it is to renew the registration on that truck. So yeah, we're just glad to be out from under them. Laundry is getting a 5, so 10. Bathroom, I did have some. I'm going to take, this is prop money that I kept in the bank that I was originally going to buy a shelf for my bathroom. That didn't end up happening, and then we ended up having to, refinancing the truck and all the insurance and stuff that we had to pay for it ended up depleting the bank account. So starting over, I'm just taking out the prop money and I'm just going to start over. So I now only have 10 and I'm adding a 10. So 20. Kitchen is getting a 5. So now it has 10. I think I'd like to replace these envelopes. They're a little too slippery. Like things slide too easily in and out. Bedroom is getting a 10. I'm filling all these house categories because now that we're in a house, we don't have furniture. We have a bed and maybe some tables, but 50, 70, 80, 90, 95. So I'm bulking these up to buy, and our house doesn't really have shelving or any storage. Living room is getting a 10. So I want to get some shelves. We can even do built-ins, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I think the next big purchase that we're trying to do is shelves for the living room because I have a ton of books. And that's all for this binder. Next, I'm going to go to our health binder, which I have a new dashboard, health and self-care. Going to eye exam. This is the next thing I want to refresh. Probably the next binder I want to refresh the envelopes. Eye exam is getting a 10. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125, 130. Eye care for glasses and contacts is getting a 5. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And then Duke's envelope is also back here that he's getting 20, 21, 2, 3, and 4. And then last, Matt needs some more socks. I think I'm just giving him a 5 this week. Yeah, so 10. And that's all for this binder. Next, we're going into my savings binder. So this is the one that I'm kind of redoing a little bit. And I wanted to add savings challenges. So this is the money I've got set aside for savings challenges. And I'm adding $20 and a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, these are gross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just add it to this. I think I'll just add this money this week and then I'll organize. I just want to organize the binder first and then I'll worry about playing or, adding money to the challenges. I'm only going to do 4 at once. So right now we've got a mini challenge. This was a printable that I purchased off of the Blushing Hippo on Etsy. It came in like a 3-pack. One was like, this is 200, and then I think there was one for 300, save total 300, and then 500, I think. Oh yeah, here's the other one, 300. So we'll do a save total of 200. This is a freebie from the Nurtured Budget. Michelle, this is the fall. I made each icon $1, so save total of $40. This is a freebie from Budgeting with Chris. I'm going to link all of these below in the description. These are freebies from their Ko-fi or coffee, however you want to say it. Each the little dog paw is $5, and I'll save a total of $75. I assigned that number. And then the rainy day challenge from Angie's Finance. I'll link her below. This is one of her older designs, I think, and I've had it for several months. I just haven't gotten around to using it. Each icon I put as $5, so I'll save a total of $80. I think I'll put this one into our cash emergency. These two I might use as spending, and then this I'll probably put into like investment accounts. So I'm going to do just 4 at a time because otherwise it's too much and it's just too much for me to do at the same time. So I have a new dashboard, first of all. This is where my new envelopes are going. So savings, family and retirement. I guess I can just keep this Saving Queen dashboard here just to have something behind it. And then I'm keeping the little bookmarks, dividers, cash emergency, that's fine. Abundance spell, I think I'll put that in the back. This is for later when I'm ready. I made these and I did sell these on my shop, but they're so finicky to make. I don't want to sell them anymore, or I don't want to make them anymore because it was just so easy to make a mistake on them. But this one is saved $10,000. I'm not ready to save that much yet, but I still want to do that. Family. So mom is getting replaced. I think the only money that I'm adding in here in this binder is in the back. But mom's got $10 so far. Alan, which he is Matt's uncle. We do live around him, and he likes hanging out with him and doing stuff with him as he's getting older. He's kind of like a father figure to Matt. He's got 10, 15, and 20. I think he's making plans with him right now on the phone. Matt's hanging out outside while I'm filming this. I think they're making plans to go bird hunting. These are all grandkids, my husband's grandkids' savings account that I am setting up for them. I am lumping them into the same envelope because I don't think I'm putting anything in here this week, but I set up a savings account where it's just going to come out automatically out of our account. Investments. Come out automatically out of our account, just like our investments and Roth IRA. I just got it set at a low, like weekly amount that just gets auto taken out. And then if we have any extra money, like here, I need to deposit this extra money and make an extra contribution. Then I will do that. And then Roth is being replaced. 10, 15, 20, 25. Investments in Roth have the same extra amount that I need to put back in the bank so I can deposit that into the account. And then I'm adding life insurance envelope. We do not have life insurance currently, and so we're gonna shop around for life insurance. I'll put abundance spell back here, and then I think the idea was for right now, take some of these envelopes to use them as saving challenges. I hope all of this will fit. And then I can get another little bookmark divider for saving challenges back here. So we'll do this one first. Then rainy day. And then we'll do dog mom. And happy fall, y'all. Oh, that's right. And then the envelope that I can put the money for savings challenges. Okay, that fits good. That fits good. Let's see, cash emergency in the front. Oh yeah, and this was on I made this. It's a little cue for Saving Queen. So cute. This was in it's got a little bling bling on it. It was in my saving challenge binder. And I'm going to switch it to here for Savings Queen. See, and it's supposed to dangle. There we go. So cute. I am adding some money to cash emergency. This is a emergency fund that I want to just keep in cash for a cash emergency. I think we're adding a 10 this week. Yes, we are. We're adding a 10. $20, $40, $50, $60, $70, $75 so far. This total, when we're done with the tracker, we'll save $525. And I do sell these trackers. It's an oh shit emergency fund tracker. I do sell these in my Etsy shop. They're just slightly, they're designed a little. This is it was an older design. And then I'm also putting some money into investments in Roth and putting $5 each. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. $10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's all for our savings binder. Next, I'm going into our Christmas book, savings book. We are moving right along quite nicely. We're going to be filling 15, so a 5 and a 10. We're on section 5. So we're going to go back to section 5 and put in a 5 and a 10. Look at that. I've never done something like this before. I feel so accomplished. We're almost done. Next, we're going to go into holidays and birthdays. I'm going to replace the dashboard. I labeled this now annual, and then the subtitle holidays, birthdays, and trips. Because really it's like mini trips. So anniversary is getting 5. Each icon I've got is worth 5. This is an arbitrary amount. I did make this tracker, but I don't sell them on my shop. We're adding a 5. 20, 25, 30, 35. Next, Matt birthday is getting 35. And I am off. Don't know where I went wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. I should have 4 here. I missed something. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to put 40 in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 160. I don't know what I'm going to do with that extra 5 though. Did I put it in here? Did I put the 5 in here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 20, 25, 30, 30. Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm just going to put that extra 5 in here too. Because it's coming, the birthday's coming up. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 145. Okay. That's good. And then the remaining $4 I'm putting in the back for gift shipping. 1, 2, 3, 4. To send gifts during the holidays to friends and family. Lastly, I write and publish steamy contemporary romance novels. I did create a new dashboard, although I kind of like this calendar one. Maybe I'll add this calendar one to something else. I mean, 2025 is almost over, but I'll put This is my pen name, Chloe Sharp. It's just a little bit more personal than a calendar. This is backwards. I also made this. I don't sell these, but this was an experiment that I just wanted to make for me. These are my initials. This extra money in my wallet, I'm adding to my writing office, what I'm calling it. This is to purchase a comfy writing chair. So I'm adding 30, which is one of these computers. I got the total set at 300, but I haven't found what I want yet. So far, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88. That's all for today's cash stuffing. Thanks for hanging out, sticking around. If you did stick this far in the video, put a plant emoji, like a succulent or something green, some green leaf emoji in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.